Morning guys, another day in the workshop in Rusty Inventions. Thank you for coming back and thank you for subscribing, for viewing. Yeah, I suppose we need to crack on. Just as a side note, you'll probably notice the lighting is a little bit different. I have disconnected this big old light, which is almost a shame, you know, the flashing lights. Sorry, hopefully, let me put it on a stand. It's wobbly a little. I've got the shakes this morning. Let's do that. Sorry guys, there you are. Yeah, I've disconnected this light. The flashing thing, as one of the viewers rightfully said, was really annoying. It annoyed me as well when I edited it, although I didn't want to lose the content, so I've still put it out there. The annoying thing is, in a sense, it gave a really nice light in here. It's just on the camera it didn't look good, and I'm sorry, I'm very sorry for that. But anyways, let's crack on. Thank you for all the encouragement, subscriptions, all the likes. Yeah, I'm still on the old bandsaw, new bandsaw actually. It wasn't been used much. The bench is absolute chaos. I haven't been in here for a week now, and I just left everything this way last time. As you will probably remember, I worked on the old gearbox, new gearbox, this old new stuff. I worked on the gearbox last time. It feels good still. Everything still moves. I can hear the grease inside. That's good. So yeah, where do I start today? I suppose I will start cleaning all of this up a little so I can get some workspace, and then start looking at what to do next. I was thinking in the back of my head, you know, my head. Oh, by the way, the Mrs. Rusty shaved off my fluff. I don't have much on top anymore. Yeah, so it's all growing out the sides, and it look, you know, I start looking like a clown, and that's not really what I mean, I make silly jokes and all sorts, but it's not really me. So shave it off. Saying that, the weather outside has cooled down considerably in the last couple of weeks. I mean, winter is on its way here in England. It's cooling down, and probably soon I'll cover it all up anyway. So you won't see much of it anyway, probably just the, you know, slots for the eyes. I see, maybe it's a new fashion thing, I don't know. Yeah, well, stop talking rubbish and get on with it. I'll clean the bench up. I've just noticed something. Looking at the old flywheel, they have obviously balanced it. That's good, I quite like that. That's something more than I did on the old one, the one that I built. I don't care about balancing and so it's already improvement. Yeah, well, okay, let's do that then. Hello guys. Yeah, I've made the intro on Saturday, and I didn't get around to do much because yeah, I don't know, I was so tired. Saturday wasn't, I don't know, last week was really hard. And we had a few things to do. A side note, yeah, our fridge door just fell off the other day, so I had to fix that. It's actually quite a new fridge, and oh, see there's lights in the back again. Quite a new fridge, so yeah, the hinge was broken, so I had to fix that. I didn't record any of that. I did fix that, and yeah, so, and then Sunday last night I had to work. The supervisor where I work at Battersea Power Station asked me to do night shift. So yeah, I worked 12 hours last night. It's Monday now. It's actually afternoon now, so I end up working straight through a night, 12 hours, 7 to 7, and I slept most of the morning, to be honest. Yeah, I was a bit of a zombie. This shift work, I'm glad I'm not doing it usually. That's not, I don't know, that's not me. It's a bit hard. I did struggle a little with it. Been really busy fixing stuff. I had to do some electrical work, and driving a scissor lift, eye lift, and they didn't add anything or anybody to drive it, the machine with the proper qualifications. So I have been asked, and the guy was a bit in a pinch, so I end up helping him out. But oh, I don't think I'm gonna do much of this shift work. That's not really me. Anyway, so on the bench we have, let's bring you to the bench. On the bench I have dug out a lump of aluminium. Well, I've left the gear on there. I don't know, I couldn't remember why I left it on there. But anyway, this I dug out. Been saving this for a while. I only discovered why just about Saturday. Anyway, so this sort of really or fits almost in there. It's very close to fit. I quite like that. There is a bit wide. It's about 2.5 inches wide. I've also dug out some bearings. I've got a drawer of bearings and all sorts. Machines that I took apart and bearings that I bought for other projects, and this I obviously haven't used yet. These bearings, these bearings is brand new, and it's about 40 mil by 25, I'd say, on the inside, 40 outer diameter. Really smooth, nice bearings. So I think I'm going to use them, 2 of them. And the idea is that I'll clean this off obviously in the lathe, and have a bearing in there with a shaft, and then the shaft fixed to the gearbox on the one side, and and this fixed to the old bandsaw on the other side. I think that might work well. Okay, so I need to clean that up. I need to, well, clean it up as well on the outside. You see, so I don't know. I got this with the lathe. This is, I've got actually a longer, about, I don't know. I know where it is, but I'm not exactly sure how long it is, but about 400 mil long piece of aluminium, and this is about, what's it, 5 inches, so it's quite a lump. I wanted to use it before, but I couldn't get it in the 3-jaw chuck, and those days I didn't have the 4-jaw set up yet on the lathe. Well, I had the 4-jaw, but I never used it and didn't add chuck key and all of that. And I think that's one of my first episodes, making a chuck key, so I can use a 4-jaw now. So I need to clean it up. Then I need to drill straight through down the center, so I need to set it up on the 4-jaw, center it up, clean the outsides up like I said, drill it straight through, make sure, and I want a decent fit, quite a tight fit on the bearing, maybe a press fit. Got a press, so I might as well use it. For the bearing going inside, and then I start focusing on the shaft. So on here, then for fixing to the lathe, I've got to the lathe. I'm talking rubbish, ignore that. That's a bandsaw, that's not a lathe. Fixing to the bandsaw. Over here you got little stubs coming out where the motor used to fit. So I want to turn the outside of that down, so I'll have a little step over here come into the inside, and I want that to sort of run in there, because I want to try and get the bearing as close as I can to that face there. Just the wider the bearings are apart, the more stable it's going to be. So yeah, and then so yeah, I want to cut a step into the aluminium so it sits a little bit closer to that face over here, and then I'll start thinking on maybe center punch it and drill and tap the holes for the bolts. Okay, so to the lathe it is. Okay, as if you've seen one of my previous videos, the back gear was broken and I fixed it, and somebody mentioned I shouldn't use the back gear to undo the chuck, and I haven't. I don't. I've got this that I brought online. I've actually just brought a new one because my old one I actually broke. These are very cheap. It's 3D printed, and that fix on, I don't know if you can see it, where's my screen, a fix on the back gear like that, and you just sort of push it in and it grips on the back gear, and it also grips on the body of the lathe, so that's pretty decent. And then I just break the screw lock, just break it, and just to get it off. But yeah, I don't use the back gear to undo the chuck. To do it up though, I use the pulley on the back because my belt is slipping a little, I does use the back gear, but then it's controlled. There's no sudden jerks on it, so that's alright. I'm sure it is. I'll just grab a bigger adjustable. I grab a piece of timber, protect the ways, and then move the carriage out of the way. There you are, just like that. Grab it on the jaws, and to my, I believe it's pretty, that's the strongest point of a chuck. But there you are. You don't need really much. Saying that, it's quite tight once it hits the shoulder, and I like that. So you got a really decent fit in there. So I'll just undo the chuck quickly. I don't cut anything really. I have used it in reverse gear before cutting, but I don't like cutting backwards because you don't want the jaw to get undone. And there you are. Before you know, your piece and everything is flying off chuck, and that's going to damage a lot of things which you don't really want. So I just clean this out a little, and the other one is wrapped in cloth. My 4-jaw chuck wrapped in cloth, and then I put this aside, dig the 4-jaw out, bring that over. The 4-jaw is quite a bit bigger. This 3-jaw is only about, it's very small, as you can see in my hand. There's a 2 next to each other. I think this is a 6-inch and this is about 3.5-inch chuck, so this is a lot bigger, the 4-jaw. But the 4-jaw, although it's a nice chuck, as most of you probably know, setting your workpiece up in it is a little bit of a mission. And yeah, so I'm not too sure if I can, these jaws, anyways, I want to clean the threads out. The thread's got a bit of oil on it, that's good. So I'm just wiping them out. They look pretty good. Just in case any swarf is in there. You don't want swarf. But the jaws are looking alright. Threads are looking alright. Let's put that on. Just get it started. There you go. Okay. Take a piece of timber away. So I turn it to pretty close, and then I'll take the old tool out, and that just clicked out. Now I'm gonna actually let me, it's still the back here is not engaged yet. Just gonna engage the clutch. I'm holding it in the back. Well, the belt is slipping a little, and you want it really hard up on the shoulder. So if I engage the back here now, there you are. I don't need any bumps on it. I'll take it out of back here straight away. That's it. 4-jaw installed. Need another chuck key, and I need to give the machine a little bit of oil, and then set the workpiece up. The interesting part, I'm not totally sure if I'm going to take you through that. as I explained in previous episodes, you need to each jaw's turning on its own. Takes a bit of time setting this up, and of course I haven't used it much, so it takes me a little while, probably longer than most. Okay guys, I've got it set up now. It's within, this is a starret indicator with a mag straight on the bed, and I've got it within a tenth. So sorry if I push it, and the way I've done this is I marked it on, because this aluminium is a little bit all over the place. It's got all sorts of dings and all sorts on it. So I've just done on the jaws, took a reading on all 4 of the jaws rather than try and get it around all the way around, which would have been nice, but you know, like I said, this is I can't say casting, this is just a very abused piece of aluminium. So I think I'm gonna go with that. Let me just put this away. I want to put my starret indicator also away. I don't want to damage this. These a decent indicator is not very cheap, so I'll just put that safe in its box so I can use it another day. Anyways, there we go, in the drawer, safe in a box, out of the way. Okay, so I'm not totally, now this tip is a little bit broken. I might still work for a little while. Saying that, no, that's good. Me just spin it. You see that catching there, so that's a higher point there. Now the back surface seemed to be quite flat. You can see how much run out is there. Now usually, actually, with a oh, by the way, I've just seen my other 3D printed gear tool. Now this one is broken, but saying that, it still works, so I haven't thrown it anyway. But high speed would, especially on metal, work better. Metal, softer, like mild steel sort of thing, and even harder metals, but with the interrupted cut. But because this tip is broken and it's only aluminium, I'm gonna rough it out. I'm not sure, can't remember if I change the gears back to slower speed. Saying that, I don't really need it for now, so let's switch everything on. Got you on the stand clamped to the top of the machine. Got the machine very high speed. Turn the speed down, low down, or down a bit. Got it in forward. Just want to check that everything is right. Okay, here we go. Okay. Change the belt over a little quickly. get a bit more speed into that. Okay guys, so I cleaned it up mostly. There is a saw car in there. I can't remember was it me or somebody else. I've had this laying about for quite a few years, and I know that I looked at it for other projects and I could have never gripped it, so I end up never using it. So it's sort of perfect, just waiting its chance to get used. So I'll go to the saw quickly and measure. Oh, that face is really nice. How deep do I want this step to be, as well as the space between them. It's almost like bushes, but the fixing points for this on the saw. So I'll do that quickly. I'm going to do that off camera. Okay, so I started beginning to create the what do you call it, the step. And it's only about, you know, about just over 8 deep. No, yeah, 4 more, I'd say. So we got 37 mil in the center. I'll just keep that for now. Actually, I'll zero that. Okay. And we need to take off the loads. So let's do that then. Taking quite a heavy cut. I'll put a new cutter in there. I need a bit of lube though. There is vibration, but that's alright. It's not a finish yet. Just take it too close to, I don't want to at this stage cut it to the right measurement. I'm just roughing it out at the moment, or this swarf in a way. I'm gonna leave Okay. I'll do another heavy cut. Just getting rid of the bulk of material. Messy, but it's got to be done, so it's alright. Okay, getting closer. Another heavy cut and then start looking into finishing cuts. Okay, so that's roughed out now. I can start looking into finishing that off. Got very sharp edges, so be careful with that sort of thing. Don't want to cut yourself. My hands are always full of cuts and bruises. It's okay. Well, you know, I'm not office worker, so it doesn't bother me much. I still got, let's see how much I got. What is going on here? Supposed to be 0. I still got turn it around. About 3.75 more. I've still got a fair amount to take off. Down the center. Now this is not really precision, I just wanted to sit in there on a machine. Let's see. Alright, 2.2. overall measurement, so be careful you don't just take 2.2 off. I mean, it's still, this is not precision yet, but you know, you need to take half of that off. We are getting closer. .24. I'm only taking a couple of thou at a time and getting slowly up to or closer to the measurement I'm looking for. Good. So 0.78. This is more like practice. This is not precision at all. You just need to sit inside them bushes there on the bandsaw. See how I mess up this lathe hood. Easily done. So we are at 0.03. So for the purpose of this, I'd say that's pretty much bang on. Now I need to check that step again on the machine. Let's do that. I don't know if you guys know, but on the back of your vernier you got another measurement which a lot of people don't know about. So you can measure it like that basically, and that gives you another measurement, and that's actually the way I'm going to measure it at the saw. So yeah, just to show you that's not the measurement I'm looking for. I just showed you. Quickly measure the saw. Zero that. So on the saw we have, it's about 5 more. Yeah, 5 more step we're looking for. .8 more. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Yeah, we have a millimeter to go. Let me zero that. Saying that, it's probably, I'll just clean that face off. It's probably better anyway to get, because that was where the motor machine mounts was on this face here. So it's probably better to face it again, or fix it again on that face, rather than locate it on the saw face, on the rest of the body face. I don't know how that are true any of this saw is, so I'm gonna just clean that up and call it good. Start the motor up. Side of the cutter. I'm sure a lot of people are going to tell me that, but I didn't feel like changing or moving my tool post. For this purpose it's fine. Okay, some really interesting fluff that came off it. That's very soft actually, this material, because it's so thin. Probably thinner than what do you call that stuff? Tin foil. Okay, so we still got just under a millimeter. That's fine. That will do us. What I want to check though is that bearing, so I'll just grab one of the bearings. Of course, if that's too close to the measurement or size of a bearing like it is, I'm going to leave that in there, but I might just set the bearing a little bit deeper so I can have a little bit of beef around it. You sometimes put a bit of tension on the saw blade. I don't want this to I don't want this to become loose. It might be enough. Ellie is pretty strong, but I'll just set it a little deeper. It'd be fine. Okay. So I need to clean the outside up. Let me go and measure the saw. See what size we got. Now this is sort of taper a little. It's not. I mean, this is, like I said before, this is only cheap saw. Zero that. See what we have here. So I mean, it's not that much different. It's 0.81, and it doesn't matter if it's a slightly smaller. Oh, what did I do? I pushed the wrong button. Anyways, saw is just here. Maybe I should take a break. I just woke up a little while ago. It's 2 o'clock. It was 2 o'clock. It was 3 o'clock actually when I came in here. So in the afternoon. So let me see. Zero that. Leave it there. I'll just switch it off. Actually, don't want to leave it there. Okay. So I want to cut that face there. So I need to. That's a lot of swarf on the bench. Engage the lead screw. Let me just check. I'm not sure at what speed this lead screw is running, so I'll just pull it away slightly. I can't remember if I changed the gears again. I think so, but I don't know. Okay, I need to put it in gear for the lead screw. Yeah, that lead screw is running way too fast. Okay, so I need to change the gears. So I have a smoother cut on the lead screw on the power feet. And I think I'm going to have a coffee as well. So I'll be back. Like the Terminator said, old Arnold Schwarzenegger. A big fella. For all my life I wished I was bigger. You know what? With all the aches and pains I've got these days. I think with a bigger body there's more spaces you can have pains and aches. So at the moment, let's say I'm pretty happy. The Lord blessed me with the right size body. Okay friends, that is pretty nice so far. I need to work the outside down. Oh, I forgot about the gears. I'm all over the place. Let me quickly change the gears for this. Okay guys, I believe we're back on. Let's see. Yeah, I like that. Slow and control. Probably too slow, but you know what, I don't mind. Slow and control is good. Gives me a cleaner finish. Look at that guys and girls, sorry, women and ladies and gentlemen, let's say that. I've got a really small gear on the engine drive, so it's humming a little, but that's alright. We'll take some of this away. Gloves on again. It's just easier working with the gears. I'm going to get told off again. The gears are so dirty and everything is slippery, dirtier than oily. Just making big old mess. So I don't want to run into the don't want to run into the doors. Let's see what we got. Where's the on button? There. The finish on that is very smooth indeed. Guys, according to this, we're out by a couple of mil. Let me take another scheme, because it doesn't really matter if it's smaller. It's actually probably a little bit better. I'm going to take a 10 thou skim. I'll put oil on the gears. Oh yeah, making a humming noise. I bought a smaller drive there, and that even reduces the speed a bit more, and I really like it because you get a really fine finish on that. You know, doing all of this is practice for me as well. So yeah, that's good. It takes a little longer. Okay, so we should be under now. And just check it again. Yeah, we're under now, and I actually quite like that, because and it will sit nice. And guys, this finish is immaculate. I'm impressed with that. That fine drive makes a big difference. Okay, I just want to run a file on there. Let me actually take the back gear out. Oh, saying that, not the back gear, I'm not touching the back gear. Just take the sharp edges off. I did clean these files up. I got myself a file brush just to give it a bit more life. I mean, I got that new set, but it still works. Okay, so next up would be drilling the inside out and bore it out so that I could fit them bearings. But first I need to clean this mess up. Now guys, it's getting a little bit late. I need to go make food. My wife is still, Mrs. Rusty, is still teaching some students, and yeah, I'm off today because I worked last night. Like I said, the law actually prohibits, I think it's the big word, prohibit me from doing a double shift. I do get away with it in the films a little, but saying that, guys, I was this morning walking from the station, I really dragged my feet. I was really tired. This long shifts is really hard for me. Yeah, just make you remember you're not that young anymore. Guys, I'm probably younger, and girls, sorry, I'm probably younger than most, but I'm always saying I've got high miles. So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna finish this this video here. As always, have a good evening, have a good weekend, because this will be weekend by the time this is coming out. Almost weekend anyway, end of the week, and then almost weekend, guys. Some guys will probably watch it over the weekend. As always, God bless, be safe.